A very good afternoon to you and welcome. Today's vlog, I almost feel duty bound and compelled to make. I'm going to do it in two sections. One with me piece to camera, as is. And the second one I'm going to go overhead and it's going to be a Mr. Hands kind of a vlog. The topic, once and for all, is how to load a Leica MP or M4, M5, M6, M7 and MA correctly. Yeah, you heard it here first. Just about every single vlog I've seen on how to load one of these contraptions is incorrect. It is incorrect. It is faffing around, fumbling, making the whole process absurdly complicated, long-winded, taking 3-4 times as long as it should, and guess what? Wasting film in this day and age. I'm going to show you how to load it properly, correctly, and save money on film and get more extra shots off a 36 or 24 roll of film. Yeah. I feel like I have to put the record straight. I mean, it's just been... It's one of those things. I've seen one vlog that attempts to do it correctly, but then doesn't demonstrate that it works. This is going to be decisive and definitive, and I'm going to prove to you, beyond any doubt whatsoever, that it works. And you're going to see that. And by the way, this is not my opinion. These are not my thoughts on how to load a Leica camera. This is what Leica tells you to do. And it works. Shock horror. I'm not quite sure, but I have a theory that people buy a second-hand camera without instructions and then just make it up as they go along. But then they tell you the correct way of doing it, and it is incorrect. People that say this takes longer to load than an SLR, not true. This is much faster than an SLR. If you don't believe me, watch this. Let's go to the overhead cam. Okay, where's the camera, I hear you say? Well, before we even look at the camera, I'm going to suggest you getting your hands on one of these. It's a normal roll of film. This is a 24 exposure. It's a dead film. It's a sacrifice film. And if it's a new film, then I suggest that you do it with a 24, not a 36, because it's cheaper. But you've got this forevermore. And if you've just bought yourself a camera, whether it's a new camera or a second-hand Leica, whatever, one of these is indispensable, because what it enables you to do is practice loading the camera and seeing how easy it is and how quick and simple the procedure actually is for yourself. Never mind what I say, do it for yourself, and do it so that it becomes automatic. Muscle memory. Always important, okay? You can reuse this if you accidentally rewind the whole thing. Hey, just buy one of these, couple of pounds, very inexpensive. A film picker, a film retriever, and you just, if that tab's gone in to the canister, you literally, well, I can't do it because it's out. You just, there's another video with that. I'm not gonna waste time on that. You can Google that yourself. It's a very simple thing. You put these two tabs in, into the film canister and then push one in, turn that counterclockwise in the way that you would imagine the film. Anyway, counterclockwise to one click, push the second one in all the way, and then just boom, pull it out. So this is very important. And what I'm going to do here, here's the camera. What I'm actually going to do here is walk you through it. Just nice and simply, but also going through some of the things that other people do that are just wrong. And then what I'm going to do is do it in real time so you can actually see how quick and easy the procedure is. But more than that, you will know and understand that there is a foolproof system where you know that film is advancing as it should, beyond any doubt whatsoever, and therefore that this system that I'm going to show you now actually works. Yeah. Okay. Now, it's a really simple thing, okay? The complication comes with people. The system itself is so simple, you'll hardly believe it. I've actually got a film in here, which I thought might be interesting for some people to see how that's done. You just simply move the R, or the lever over to the R, and then what I like to do is simply, you've got a rewind knob here, you pull that up, and you've also got an arrow there that shows you the direction in which to rewind. Now, if you put it in this position, or standing on something, and this knurled knob is brilliant. You can get your fingers around it, and you just keep turning. You're at the right angle here to turn it. Some people sort of try and do it like this, awkward. Just turn it sideways and do it like so. So it's completely natural and instinctive, and hey, you're going to hear a click when it gets to the end, hopefully, if I'm not rabbiting on. And then you've got a choice, and I'll come to that in a second. I'll shut up just so you can hear this click. Okay, well, yeah, it's kind of quiet, but you can hear it and you can feel it. Now that is ready to open, okay? But the film will be in there like so, and this tab will be showing. If you want it all the way in, just keep turning. 4 or 5 turns just to make sure, and then open it up, and then all the film is in. But this is exposed film anyway. This is the film that we saw at the beginning when we were loading the film into the camera. So it's dead film anyway, so it doesn't matter. But some people like to, when they develop their own film, they just like to break open this top and bottom section of the canister and work like that. Other people like to reuse the canister because they bulk load film. So there's not a right or a wrong way, but just be mindful of that. How far you carry on. So I'm going to undo the top plate here. Nice and easy. Again, there's an arrow. Close that way. Yeah? Nice and easy. It's an exact fit. I'm going to put that down. If I was outside, I'd put it in my pocket. And then flip, open the canister. Now, I'm not going to put my fingers anywhere near any of this throughout the whole procedure. And you'll see why. So with this rewind knob, I'm going to move that down, and then that film is ready to drop out. Another one ready to go immediately into the canister, ready for development. Now I'm going to switch to a new film, the dummy film, put the canister away, I'm just going to show you simply and easily how to do things. Okay, we're going to open the back. We don't actually need to do that, but you can do. You're just going to pop it in like so. I'm going to open it so you can see what's happening. We've got a diagram at the bottom here. Very, very simple. That's what it says. Okay, and I'm going to show you the instruction manual as well, so you can see that I'm doing exactly what is supposed to happen and the procedure that works and how quick and simple it is. But I'm going to flag it up for you. But right now, all I'm going to concern myself with is this. Okay, the canister has fallen away. Some people say, oh, you've got to keep it, you know, 2/3. I can see that the end bit here is exactly as per the diagram. It's fallen in between those sprockets. Yeah, whatever you want to call them. Okay, but the film isn't all the way in, as we can see here. It's actually a little bit crooked. It's not absolutely parallel to those metal silver tram lines. So all I'm going to do is turn it like that, and I'm going to just move it down fully into the camera itself, into the camera compartment. Now look, it's still a little bit crooked. Alright, it's not absolutely parallel. And this is where a lot of people go wrong. They go, oh no, I must sort of get my fingers and faff around and prod and poke and try and feel sprocket holes and gears coming through sprocket holes and that kind of thing. No. You see, that's where people go wrong. Where you go right is realizing that on this base plate there is a magic wheel. Okay, this is the thing that allays all your fears and all your insecurities. It does the work for you. This wheel, we've all seen it if we've got a Leica camera, this wheel does all the work for you. It is designed to align everything. I've also seen people sort of fiddle about, faff around with this film, try and get it all parallel, and then wind on without the base plate back. Incorrect. You're also wasting film that way, because you're pulling it through, you're winding it on, you're transporting the film, but that's all dead film. And then you put the base back on, and then rewind, and then wind it on again, so you're pulling even more film through. This is as far as you have to go. Okay, the film is in there, it's all good and proper. This is what Leica tells you to do. Close the back, and then look for the tab here. Okay, and that's where the magic wheel is. It's not called a magic wheel, but that's what I'm going to call it. Okay, this is a very precise fit, so don't force anything here. It just fits exactly and precisely. Okay, and make sure that it's closed this way, and then literally turn the wheel. It's only a little 180 turn, half turn, or whatever you want to call it. Now that is all good to go. You have maximum amount of film now. Okay? But how do you know it's caught on, I hear you say? Well, that's a good question. And that's, again, where people sort of wonder whether it's hooked on properly, whether it's going to transport correctly or not. Look, all you do now, you have complete faith in this wheel. It works, okay? It's engineered to perfection. It works every single time. I've put thousands of rolls of film through here. And I'm going to show you in a minute that I'm going to do it in real time, and you'll see how quick it is without me talking. that it works. Okay, all we do now is literally wind on. Okay, has that wound on? Has that wound on? Well, what we need to do is just lift up this and take up some slack. And you can feel it there. It just stiffens, don't force it, just go to where it stiffens, stop. And now we can see the two circles moving perfectly. And now you know 100% that film is engaged, it's locked on, it's good to go. These dots do not rotate if the film hasn't caught on, but they do. As long as you take up that slack. I think it's the fact that people don't take up the slack and think they wind on and they don't see these dots move round, and therefore they think, oh, it's not caught on. It has. Just take up the slack. And there we go. You have the maximum amount of film to use now. It is easy, simple, no faffing. And that, by the way, is one take. You can replay this time and time again. I'm not cutting it. There's no jolting or movement of the footage here. This is just one simple take. And now I'm going to empty the film. Also, one continuous take. And I'm going to do it, hey, 1, 2, 3 times. Let's see. And each and every time it will work. Okay? I'm going to take that and I'm going to literally just move that round, that lever round to R, which is the rewind position. And then I'm going to just follow instructions, rewind, arrow, and I'm going to wait for that film to come off, wait for that click. I'm going to hear it and feel it, don't forget. There we go. It does make a noise, and you can definitely feel it because it goes slack. Okay, perfect. Absolutely perfect. I can take the plate off, the base plate. Off it comes. All right, now open it up. Hey presto, there we have the film and the leader. If I wanted it all the way in, then I'd have carried on winding 2 or 3 more times. Okay, I'm going to push that lever down, and I'm going to just let that fall out. Simple as. Now you're just going to see me do this. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to show you how incredibly simple and easy it is. Let's just, for the purposes of reality, or whatever you want to call it, let's assume I have a camera with no film in. Okay, I'm going to even put that back in the canister, and I'm going to show you how quick. You can look at your watch now and check. Okay, you can time it. I'm not trying to beat any records here. I'm just trying to demonstrate how simple, quick and easy this procedure is, and that it works, and that you can absolutely be certain that it has worked by looking at these 2 dots. Here we go. Let's break it open, film there, and quite simply, base plate off, film in, follow the diagram if I want to. I haven't pulled that through. Okay. That just fell out of my fingers. So here we go. There we go. Push that all the way in, close the back. I'm not even looking to see if it's parallel because I don't need to. Okay. Here we go. And then I'm just going to take up some slack. There we go. Thank you very much. Push that back down. And guess what? Here we go. 2 dots. You see how quick and easy that is? No faffing. Okay, let's do it again. Let's just do it again, and I'll do it, and I'll shut up completely this time. So I'm just going to rewind the film. Wait till I hear and feel. There we go. Perfect. It's gone loose. And then I'm just going to base plate off. And there's my film. Ready and waiting. Again, let's just do it. Again, get one of these. Get one of these and practice it. Do it blindfolded. In it goes, in between the slots. Not going to look at it. Close the back. Engage the tab. This tab here. Okay. Oh, yeah, just wasn't doing it. Okay. Something doesn't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I wasn't doing it properly. Here we go. Ah, okay. There's something not right there. Let me just have a little look because. Ah, I didn't push the film in properly. I was. Okay, so let's do that again. That was my fault, not the camera's fault. Let's just pull that out carefully. Typical. But as you can see, this is not nothing to do with the camera. I just forgot to push the film back down properly. Okay, so I'm going to rewind that. Hey, it always happens when you're on camera. I've done this 1,000 times and never had a... Okay, so... Can I get that to... There we go. Rewind. There. Perfect. Okay, let's do it properly now. And it goes... Just to the sprockets there. And I'm going to push it in all the way, close the back up, engage the nub, close the back, boom, pull that up, and there it is, already perfect. Easy as you like. Let's do it once more. Let's just do it once more so you know that it's, you know, I'm not making this up. Rewind till it goes slack and I can hear. There we go. There's my film. Out it pops. Okay, let's go again. Let's do it properly. It's literally because I'm doing on camera. This is muscle memory. I don't even think about this. The fact that I'm having to think about it is, I think, caused that to happen. There we go. Close the base plate. Wind on. Thank you very much. And all we're going to do is, well, it's engaged. I can feel that. It's stiff. And there we go. 2 little dots turning round. And that's peace of mind. You know everything is good. And it always is if you do it that way. There's nothing more to say about it other than don't faff. Don't feel insecure. Read the instructions and just do what it says. If you do what it says, it works each and every time. I promise you. The only time when it doesn't work, I would imagine, is when you faff and you risk damaging the curtain. You risk getting fingerprints and muck on the sensors and all that kind of stuff. Just keep your digits away from there. That's not a good thing to do. It won't kill your camera, but it's just, oils on your fingers, and keep your fingers away. All right? I'm going to empty that once more, or rewind it once more. So R, and then literally wait to hear and feel. There we go. And bottom open. You can have a look there if you want, but there we go. It's the tabs there, and we're going to move that down, and our film will just drop out. Engage the tab, just go nice and gently. It's an exact fit, very, very precise, and there we go. I mean, I didn't show you the window with the film advancing, but it was there. Maybe you saw it without me pointing it out, but that's what you look for, those two dots turning, and that tells you your film is engaged, caught on, and you're all ready to go. That is it. And I just wanted to do that for the record, because I've seen so many do it wrong, and there is one right way to do it. As long as you do that, guess what? You're probably going to prolong the life of your camera, prolong the gear system, and you're going to have more film to shoot, which in this day and age is a great thing. And it's quick and simple. You saw how simple that is. Just follow the instructions, don't faff, leave your fingers out of it, and you can do that standing on the move or whatever. But that's how to do it. If you don't trust me, look at the instructions. I'm not telling you anything that Leica don't tell you to do. They've designed this to work. Don't forget, these were used as press cameras. They had to be quick. They couldn't be faffing around trying to align things and get film parallel. And no, sling a film in, close it, boom, on you go, take up the slack, and you're away. That's how quickly they needed to operate. That's how it's supposed to work. That's how it does work every single time. Maybe, I don't know, some cameras have faulty mechanisms or something, and that's... But I would argue that you're more likely to develop a faulty mechanism by doing all this stuff. Just do it properly, and you're good to go. And this is an amazing camera to use. It's not, it's almost you do a lot less than all these other vlogs are telling you. Much, much less faffing. It's about being simple, quick, and efficient. And that's it in a nutshell. Thanks for stopping by, and see you for the next one. Cheers for now.